telling y'all, happy 2026. Hope everybody doing good. Once again, what's going on? Random, RANDUMB. You know how we do on this side. All right, I'm gonna smoke a little L today, just a tiny bit. I ain't gonna go in. Cutting my hair later today. I'm gonna do it myself. So let me know if I did a good job, y'all. It's getting hot and the hair is not a good look. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get it. I want to get it braided, but the process, I already know I could grow it. You know what I mean? So I'll do it some other time. I'll do it probably in like August, start growing, and you know what I mean. But like I said, I hope everybody doing good. Peep game, man. Videos are doing great. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of motion on some of them. You know, it is what it is. What up, BZ? What's up, compadres? You already, man. I'm gonna like the little, you know what I'm saying? Dolce and banana. Let's fucking go, Famo. How you doing, Pai? Hope everybody doing good. Happy 2026. And I just wanted to start this whole joint. We're gonna talk about how Gen Z, how they're reacting to maybe a military draft. You know what I mean? They bugging out, by the way. They are bugging out. Um, 1 minute there's no work. Now we found work for y'all. It's a guaranteed job right now. But what up, everybody? All right. Like I said, I ain't gonna indulge too much, but there's a lot going on. Yo, rest in peace, Fox Five, battle rapper, Brooklyn, New York. Supposedly he was in the train station with a machete, and they got him out of there. Man, rest in peace, Fox Five. Cool Breeze in the building. What up, crew? Salute. What up? What's going on, Breeze? I hope everything good, Pop. You know what I mean? Thank you for rocking with me as usual. Got rid of the whiskers, y'all. Cut the whole jaw off, and I'm gonna go with the hair later. You know what I mean? But what's going on, crew? Welcome everybody. Hope everybody doing good. Stay strong, stay alive. You know, keep your antennas up. You know how you know how I talk, how I preach my shit. But yeah, man. I see a video they caught 50 Cent in the weight room. The stare that man gave the camera guy was like, "Yo, family, can't can I have 5 minutes of lifting, man, without some yo." uh I was just gonna say there was a saying we always there was a time and a place, man. Like we even knew that, you know what I mean? There was always a time and a place. And let's go. What up, Nene? What up, Nene? What up, crew? What up, Cool Breeze? What up, Beezy? Good looking, everybody, for rocking with the kid. Thanks for the thumbs up. Black T in the building. What's going on? Recess? Yes, I am Latino. ¿Cómo está, primo? The video you dropped, New York Minute. You heard? We outside, man. Those are just my old joints. I wish I kept some of my phones, man. Like I said, in New York, there wasn't too much filming. It was just more about living. But, not that I'm not living out here, but there's more beautifulness. You know what I'm saying? All there was just buildings and shit and craziness. But yeah, man. Rest in peace, Fox Five, man. They NYPD shot that man up, man. But what up though, Black? I hope everything good, man. I saw it. It was sweet. Thank you, Nene. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody, man. Thank you, everybody. I'm Latino. Reese, I'm Latino. That's what's up. Puerto Rico. Oh, Aguadilla, man. But once again, thanks everybody for rocking with the kid. There's a lot to talk about, man. Once again, Gen Z, they're going crazy over that draft. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's really implemented or videos are just surfacing, praying it doesn't. But you know, like I said, you complained that there was no jobs. We got a job for you, man. Put them boots on and holla. You know what I mean? And they're like, yo, but how come there wasn't a draft during Gen X or millennials? Because we were joining the Navy, Army, Marines. Like we had enough, like folks was like voluntarily joining. You understand me? Like I'm just chilling, Black. You know what I mean? Woke up good. Y'all see the shiesty got the Saint joint on. Let's see the Driposaurus. You know what I mean? I'm just chilling, chilling. You know what I mean? Chilling, chilling, cruising, chilling like a villain. But yeah, man. Saturday, Sunday, I was with the kids. There was a crazy storm. You know what I mean? More wind and a little bit of rain, but it was crazy out here in California. Um, but yeah, man, had the little kids. It's always fun. You know what I'm saying? When you get the little people. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. They won't let me show videos, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna just do that real quick. Look, look. That's, yeah, I'm gonna just block it like that. Yeah, look at little man sleeping. You heard? Then we got that picture. Somebody did that with a lighter, yeah. That's pretty dope. If you ask me. Then we, you know what I'm saying? I thought these clouds were crazy. You know what I mean? But I'm back. You know what I mean? Like I say, I try to take Saturday Sundays, even though the algorithm gets slow for me and it really stops the motion. So I might go back to, you know what I mean, just full effort, full throttle. I just figured give me a Saturday Sunday, but damn. YouTube, not even Saturday Sunday. That's what's up, Cool Breeze. Yo, cool. What's that flag? You know what I'm saying? You Puerto Rican and Demolo. Hiding in their bedroom playing PlayStation. I agree. Too soft on you. Yeah, that's a fact. Reese's Pieces, right? But yo, man, it's like you guys complain about the work. You got another man, lighting a warehouse on fire, and now I find out that warehouse had a lot of toilet paper and utility items. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I know sometimes you're fighting for a cause, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do things. You know what I mean? Venezuelan, I appreciate you, Cool Breeze. You know what I mean? I got a good audience, man. A lot of just variations on cultures. Just cooling, bro. The youth barely wants to work, let alone fight a war. I had to read Nene. That's a fact, co-host. You heard? They don't want to read. They don't want to work. They don't want to pay bills. They want to get credit cards, rack them up. And I'm not saying all of them, but damn, TikTok makes it feel like it's all of them, right? Like, yo, I see a lot of videos of like, the little ice cream. Ice cream. Thank you. Ice cream. Oh my God, you gave me a heart. Thanks for the heart. It's like, what are y'all doing for paper these days, man? Yo, don't them videos don't go away, man. Just because you hit end, that shit is on the on internet forever, forever, ever, ever, ever. Do you own a lowrider? No, I wish I did though, Reese's. By the way, I got a lot of cool videos where you got the lowriders in the background. Yeah, lowriders are fun as hell, man. You know, a lot of folk don't understand that whole. That's a good segue. Thank you, Nene. But that whole lowrider thing was just it was its own culture. You know what I mean? Like making it pop that high without fucking up like breaking transmission or the wheel alignment. Beautiful thing, man. You know what I mean? So I always liked how different cities, like when I was growing up, different pockets were doing their own thing. That's what I loved, man. That like, Cali had their own scene, Miami had their own scene, New York. Now it's just the integratedness of just, the internet is making shit, feel off a little bit. But yo, I appreciate everybody liking, subscribing, thumbs up. Come on, man. That's why I'm glad Pop's only son can't draft me. That's a fact too. If you don't know, you know what I mean? Uh just like Saving Private Ryan, man. If you got, three brothers, two could go, the youngest gotta stay, man. And if you're the only child in your family, that's it. You know what I mean? The show was more. What up, BZ? What up, fight? But yeah, man. It's just bugged out, man. Like I always said words are powerful, right? And I go back to when I was younger and even when I was working, a lot of folk, whoa, we working check to check, man. Your life is real, son. And I'm like, yo, tranquilo. Yo, what's going on? I'm gonna have to take these joints off real quick, man. All right, babe, I'm live and let me just chill. It's bugging out my joints. Yo, I hope you beat that cancer, dude. You know what I mean? I hope you beat that cancer, man. And that's what I mean about words. Like, let's say son really don't got it. Like you can introduce a lot of wild stuff to your life, man. Be careful your words. What up? What up? What's going on, Jama? 150, how you doing, Pop? Yeah, man. I always say Words are so powerful, and there's a generation that was really heavy on, um, there ain't no work, you know, this and that, and now, now they literally are doing it. There's no work. They got AIs everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's looking real funky, man. Like I say, your words are so powerful. You know what I mean? But it's almost like you get what you ask for, man. You know what I mean? Be careful what you ask for, man. A lot of people be playing in this world like, yo, man, like fronting like, yo, I seen a group of like people like, yo, I can't wait to go and get an STD and shit. It's like, you sure you want that? That shit forever, ever. And then I seen some of the videos, the people literally the next day they trying to show you. Like the next day, some went out, ba ba ba. Yo, the nigga mouth the next day was diabolical, man. I was like, yo, Antonio, what's up, I? Thank God. Stay blessed. That's a factory. What's going on, Johanna? My bad. I'm back on reading shit. You know what I mean? I just wanted the glasses to click in. Yo, segue, nerd. Yo, let's talk about Pooh Shiesty, everybody. Can we all hit our joints? You know what I'm saying? Do, 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 do. What do you think, man? Because I'm a flow right now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shout out to the Pooh Shiesties though. You're ready, man. But Pooh Shiesty, man, we gotta stop, man. I understand your dad was in the game. I understand moms is wild. We understand the language, right? We understand, gestures and symbolism and all that, right? We get it. You was already born in this, man. But you got a way out. You had a way out. I'ma just go pretense on the mud sucker, man. Yo, people die to get out the hood, man. And you out the hood, man. And forget your parents pumping, yo, Gucci made 24 million. That's the contract. We were talking about contracts the other day, right? Can't be licking and sticking everything. That's a fact, black. I don't control that part, man, because I already put my thing up. It says 18 and over. You heard? So you got to understand that. We're gonna get you out of here soon. But yo, man, Shiesty, man, Pooh Shiesty, what's going on here, man? Yo, you had forget the see is remember I told you is who's around you, right? His circle ain't strong enough. They allowing that man to do whatever he pleases, man. His word is God as long as the money flowing, right? We all know that game. But yo, I seen a video where he coming down the stairs, man. First day out, man, and his grandmoms is there. Yo, I was so like, yes. I appreciate you, Antonio. I appreciate you a lot, man. Thank you, Bob. But yeah, man, you hugging your grandmoms, you loving, you doing the right thing, man. And on top of that, it's like, yo, what the hell? You go rob this man, Gucci man? Yo, you had at gunpoint try to get you out of your contract. Yo, my man, you thought that was gonna work? Yo, what's up? What's going on, Hashana? That's a fact. Look, yo, wow, nah, cool. Let that like people are people. You know what I'm saying? Niggas need hugs. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, we talking about from the parents. This ghetto. Remember, it's not a people. It's a mentality. Remember, it's not a color. It's how you act. White, Spanish, whatever. To me is a degenerate way of upbringing. Degeneracy. Meaning you telling your kids curse words early. You think that's cute. You over here letting him have the burner and you think that's cute. You know what I'm saying? You doing all these crazy things. What's going on, Hashana? We doing good. What up, GGG? How you, man? What up, Dawn? Yeah, man. We just gonna have to. I don't know how to ban people. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna just keep creating names. I'm glad. I'm glad. But just like Nene said, man, look at his parents, man. Like his father and moms was they got their own documentary about how gangster they was in Memphis, I believe, and how they moved drug muling. They had paper, man. But yo, you supposed to be the papa, man. You gotta you know what I'm saying? You gotta motherfucking I don't know, man. You gotta raise your kids better, man. It's not the school's job, man. I understand peer pressure, but yo, you gotta love your kid like for real, man. And I understand and sometimes a get like if you super hard, you think it's gonna make him soft, but if it does, it does, man. Just give him love, man. At least you gonna be the hardcore to protect him. That's your job. That's your job as a parent is to protect the kid, but not you know give them words and force them into this weird you know what I mean? Like just I don't know, man. It's just this what's going on, Coral. There's certain like ways you gotta raise your kids, man. And I'm not saying this is how you do it, because I ain't do a great job, but I damn sure knew not to bring ghetto-ness, flagging and throwing up signs and I dressed them adorably, bought him the Scarface jacket. He looked like Papa, my kid. But yo, man, if you the older tier, you gotta be like, yo, Pooh, that let's talk to our lawyers. Let's see if there's a way to get yourself out of the contract. If there's a way we could buy yourself out, we're gonna buy yourself out like a lot of rappers did, and then we're gonna move on from this journey and understand it's a mistake that we gotta learn from, man. I'm still young. Pooh, you supposed to be like, I'm still young, man. I'm gonna give him 2 albums and I'm out of there, man. But you was thinking money, money. You got the 3 mil, but you like, yo, people act crazy. Yo, money really is the root of all evil, man. I don't know what's in that paper, but once it touches our biology, that shit make people act crazy, son. Enough hundreds in a hand make you lose your damn brainium cranium, man. Yeah, Johanna, thank you. He's a businessman. That's a fact, Nene. They trying to put it on Gucci. The only thing that's on Gucci, man, is in fact, I hope somebody said this. This is real, right? So if Gucci takes the stand, meaning now he's a snitch, right? But if he doesn't, that contract is still good. That means it like, Poole could move on from this if he don't. But it's a sticky situation, man. But like, yo, Nene said, man, he's a businessman. He's giving you a contract that you're supposed to learn how to read, hopefully have a lawyer with you, and make sure. But instead, he probably had his pops with him. Like, yeah, man, let's just take these 400,000 real quick, son. We could flip it. Yeah, like, yo, man, you offer money, people just jump over the bridge for it, man. You know, I was just talking about that. Yo, man, it is what it is. What's going on, Black? You misunderstood where I'm coming from, Nene. Yeah, you right. Gucci is cool, Nene. Look, Gucci got his own demons too, man. Remember, he shot that man. So self-defense. Gucci got his own world. But what I'm saying is like, please read what you sign, man. I'm not even talking about rappers. Everybody, man. Everything is contractual, man. Whenever you put your name on something, you're saying that I, blase blah, am complying with whatever's in this paperwork. And on page 38, let's say that's 40, 38, I missed that it says, you know what I'm saying? Once a month, you could throw your thumb in my, like I'm telling you, man. And the judge would be like this, yup, it says it in the contract. You got to take a thumb, man. It's like, what? What up, fam? What up, Frank? ¿Cómo está, primo? How you going to rob for someone that put you on? Diabolical as fuck. Uncle, what's up, man? From Oh Man. What's going on, Wishimo? What's going on, Wesh? How you doing, pa? Yo, can you shout out Gaby Itch? What's going on, Gabe? What's up, Gabe? Every day, man, Monday through Sunday now, man. 10 a.m. to 11, man. What's going on, Antonio? Hope everything good though. What's going on, Vada J? What up, Young Challen? Yeah, it is. What up, Young? How you doing, pa? Hope everybody stay blessed, man. Stay blessed, y'all. What's going on, Antonio? Dímelo, dímelo. But yeah, man, thank you, Nene. We got to talk about the parents, man, because a lot of folk be like, yo, my parents are too hard. My parents are this and that. And then when you get older, you realize, yo, my parents truly loved me. They didn't want me to go down this path. And it's so easy now. Your parents can't have their eyes on you 24/7. Back in my day when the mom sent you to your room, it was like, and they might have took the power cord for the Nintendo, and you had to sit there, read books, or play with your whatever gems. I used to have a lot of rocks and fake dinosaurs and GI Joes, whatever, man. I was a weirdo. But now you send a kid to his room, man. He got the phone. He in the internet. He wilding. You surfboarding through all these sites. Like, hey, yo, be careful, man. What's going on, fan bow? What up, my people? What's going on, fan bow? Thank you, Johanna, for everything. What up, Frank? Stay blessed, pa. Always love your energy, pa. Can I buy you used socks for 200? Yo, Vina, thank you. Let me get them used socks, man. These are the socks I got on now. Who said something about Spider-Man? These are the with the shortitos, man. Remember that look? The shorts with the sweater, with the socks and shit. We started that. No, let me stop. And that's another thing, man. Like when it comes to fashion, everything repeats itself. Always remember that, man. Nobody's a grand you know, the grand master in this. That's what's up, Frank. I appreciate you, pa. Always positive vibes, man. Even when the trolls arrive, there's always positive vibes. My niggas understands $8 holding a nine. If you play around, nigga, pop, pop, put it in your mind. I don't da 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 da. Well, what up, y'all? Like, what's going on, Abzal? Yo, law. How you doing, Cuzzo? What's going on? What's up, Frank? Always bringing that energy, always coming through, man. What up, Nene? Thank you for co-hosting. You know what I mean? What up, Black? Thank you for get rid of that. Yo, we just missing Darius. What up, crew? Thank you, crew. Thank you, crew. Skinny legs, yes, sir. Skinny legs. It's never leg day. You hurt? What up, Antonio? Yeah, Nene. Nene. I can't. Yo, I'm gonna take you up on that offer, man. Maybe next year, but I promise, Nene. Thank you, Nene, for being just for being y'all, man. You know someone has a problem with you, to be a street. Ain't no way that person should get a private moment with you. That's what I'm. Yeah, man. They both lame for that, man. But yo, understand the Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane, a dispute over a contractual agreement that they made that, Gucci was putting money on his books. He was trying, but a lot of folks are saying that Pooh Shiesty is mad that, his cousin was Scar, I believe. What was his cousin's name, man? His cousin was on 1017. Long story short, his cousin overdosed. And when it was time to pay for the funeral, I think Gucci gave 10, and which is enough, but whatever happened, capping happened. But um I think Poole is, he's still young. He has a lot of emotions, but I'm telling you, after coming from in there to outside Poole, your emotions are supposed to be so, I'm not dealing with that no more, because inside is corny. I don't care how many, you got the phone, you playing. I don't care how comfortable it may seem, man. It is not. You can't piss shit regularly. The food is not it is what it is, man. Let me see. Then they got swords too. Let's go, Nene. Let's go, Johanna. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Antonio, tomorrow, 10 to 11, same time, pa. Yo, have a great day, man. Stay blessed, man. You and the family. Thank you for rocking with me. Thanks for the time, man. But thank you. But once again, man, it's how you raise your kids, man. That's what the basis of this little, flow right now is, man. You know? And I don't think, the way the kids are acting, they don't have no consequence. Like they talk their mouth and it's like, you too. Thank you, Antonio. Yo, have a great one, man. Hearts up for you, pa. Take care, take care. Remember, antennas up. Always look at your surroundings and be safe, man. You know what I mean? Always safer than sorry, man. Have a great day. 1111. You already know, man. Great numbers. Nice shades, man. Yep. Islam. I use them for the audio. These are the Meta G2s, man. I appreciate you. Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Kazo. Like I said before, if you therapy likes to go to jail, you are factory. Black. What's that about? And yo, can we random? Y'all wanna know what the baggy jeans, the baggy look came from? In jail, man. Whenever an inmate wanted to let people know that he was playing on the other team, he would put his joints down, bagginess, man. So you could see the underwears, man. So you could see the cheeks, I guess, man. So he brought that shit outside, and then now everybody low bagging it. It's like, yo, that's an invitation in jail, man. Be careful, everybody. You know, a lot of stuff comes from jail, even the gang culture. Because if you don't know, let me tell you, man. Bye later, everyone. Take care, Antonio. I said later, everyone. Tough love is the best love. That's a fact, Cool Breeze. Isn't it always like that since the old days? That's a fact. Oh, what's going on, Pay? Pay love. I'm gonna just say PAE. What up, Pay? What's going on, man? Johanna, that's a fact. That's sagging, not baggy clothes. See you tomorrow, Zay. Have a good one, Antonio. But I'm being honest, man. Look, even the gang culture. So the red, the blue. It used to be protecting the neighborhood from police. When Bloods and Crips were first created, yes, there was always tension. Yes, they had little, it was like what was that West Side Story where, oh, everybody, whatever, man. Things, it is what it is. But there also was a community protecting communities, man. So they created this thing. It was almost like a a messed up copy of Black Panthers, right? But man, in the beginning stages, they were definitely trying to, stand up and, you know what I mean, do the right thing. But yeah, man, the jail culture brought a lot of stuff. Yo, a lot of slang, a lot of various stuff come from there, man. And you see these guys when they come home, they're like, yo, let me show you how to make a glazed donut like we used to. It's like, yo, son, you leave that behind, man. Whenever you bring that energy in your crib, trust me, that energy is gonna reside, and next thing you know, it's gonna bring you back to where you bringing in words. You know what I'm saying? Words are so powerful, man. So when you're in your space, make sure you're talking good, man. That's why I feel like the ghetto and the wording and all that stuff. That's it. We gotta leave that alone, man. In my day, there really was like what Frank say. Let me see, cause Antonio. All right, all right. Oh wait, I did catch up. Okay. I live in Los Angeles in the mid '80s, bro. Yup, Cruel. You already know, Cruel. Cruel. That was a time and a place. And that's the thing. Like these kids be like, yo, but there's more murders and shit. Yeah, because there's more guns now, right? People are wilding out, and you got stupid people with guns, right? Back in the days, only gangsters carried guns because you knew what a gun could do, right? It could take a life, man. So it's not like we was pussy. We just used these, man. But the '80s and '90s, man, was a time and a place where, yo, there was a distinct line. This is where we play, and this is where you don't play, right? But energy is that's a fact, Johanna. It really is, man. Whatever you bring into your home, whatever you reside or you preach, trust me, even watching some TV shows or a show can bring that energy. You know what I mean? But you know, I learned it because in East New York, it's a project. Let's say you wake up happy, but because your neighbor and the guy upstairs woke up beating his wife or something, that brings energy. And now you're feeling a little off. You know what I mean? You're like, you woke up great, but now you off a little bit. This energy is so powerful, man. You got kids raising kids, cool. That's a fact, man. Frank, yo, what up, Frank? I appreciate you, Bob. But I can't see what up, fanboy? This generation don't respect authority and discipline. If you know someone has a problem, okay, I caught up. Positive vibes, all right. But yeah, man. What up, Dom? I thought I was Zorro with the belt. Ah, the hood just ghetto Capulets and Montagues. That's a fact, man. And if you don't know that reference, go pick up Romeo and Juliet, man. But yeah, man, it's like, but okay, let me just be so honest. The difference of today and before is the ghetto stayed the same, right? But the difference is the energy. So back in the days, in the hood was always barbecues, the hydrant open, families laughing, bugging out. You know what I'm saying? Not so much tension. You know what I mean? They all got together for the kids, man. We always knew that the kids were the future, man. We always put our dreams aside. You know what I mean? But when you're a kid raising a kid, you want to live your dream and you can't live it raising. You know what I'm saying? And it's a wild choice people make. And then they fucking hell yeah, man. You know? And then they just saying like, cause then they her kids are huge. She, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, you gotta like, and she not just yo, nah, man. That was please. We trying to be, we trying to, cause words ain't happening, right? Sometimes words don't connect, right? And we're not saying beat all your kids, but some kids are hard headed, man. But yo, if I gotta beat you so I could save you, I promise you I'm gonna do that first, man. Because that's I'm just saying that's how parents used to be, right? They rather beat you to save you, man. Because like the words ain't yo, please don't go in that corner. Stop chilling with them. Yo, please stop chilling. Okay, somebody got shot. I told you so. I told you so. With a switch. Oh yeah. I bet then they got the artillery. I ain't gonna lie. Philly too. You know what I'm saying? She's saying she got some land with the cameras and all that. Oh, yo, shout out to Stormy, man. I already got that, and I love how I understand what's going on simultaneously. You know what I mean? That's a good thing. But hell yeah, you always said your kids was big, so I could just imagine, man. And and once again, she just saying, or I'm just saying, back in the days, man, in order to make sure your kid didn't go down the wrong railroad, the wrong path, man. Sometimes you gotta, you know what I mean? And it's just tough love, like Cool Breeze said, man. Tough love, man. Nowadays, I see parents like you shouldn't be a parent, you should be a friend. And I'm like, a friend? No, lady, you don't want no, sir, you don't want to be a friend to your kids. Because friends allow things to happen more than a parent should, right? Like you're not supposed to in public tell daddy to shut up, you fucking like, whoa, nigga, like Tracks, what's going on? Made you look. How you doing, Pa? What's going on, Mac? Hope everybody stay blessed, man. But yeah, man, Pooh Shiesty dumbed out again, man. And a lot of folk don't understand. He's on probation, right? So even if he beats this case, he's still violated his joint, right? So, all for what, man? Now you can't even spend the cash that you supposedly now you offer like and the numbers they trying to I heard that life or weirdness. So it's like is it worth it? I heard his pops is talking already. It's like, damn, man. That's what I mean, though. Then yo, wait till your father comes home. Was just, and then yo, people don't understand. Like when I was growing up, all the mothers had this look, this one look my moms would give me that I knew she ain't have to hit me. She ain't have to bring nothing to me. It was just that look, and oh, okay, yes, mom. What's going on, Antonio? Welcome back. Welcome back, bye. Yeah, these are Meta AI, man. These are Gen 2s, man. I'm Puerto Rican. What's going on? Made you look. Look at the nose game, bye. Zay La Chancla. Colito City, nigga. And let me tell y'all, it was more my grandfather, right? And my like my whatever, my granddad, cause whatever. But um, I'm telling you, like, and it how can I say this like when you got the chancla or whatever you got your little ass whipping you knew you did something wrong. It's not like you were like a day later resonating with it like damn man they just hit me for no reason. No man, there was always a reason why you got the Papao City, man. But a lot of folk, like I see these kids in stores, man, the way they run their parents, and I'm like, lady, you gotta control that, at least in public. You ever been to a restaurant where the kids are running around like it's a living room? Like, what? When did this start happening? No, control your kids, man. Learn how to make them just at least sit down. And that's another thing why movie theaters segue random. Why movie theaters are about to fail is because these kids they talking about oh it's the movies is this no they can't sit down nigga. Turn a movie theater into a fucking jungle gym. I bet that shit'll be packed tomorrow, man. Yo, I appreciate you, Antonio. Is the 4K song Puerto Rican? Ah, what up, Major Look? Thank you, Frank. Damn, I wish I got the belt or shoes. Y'all low key got it easy, Black. Yup. Yup, and Black, low key, he's just saying the truth, man. Like some of us, the chancla, you know what I mean? But some of us got the fucking the phone, that phone cord that's ay, nigga. You know, a little switch. They used to call it a switch. It was this long little thing. Abuelita would on your leg, and you be like, ay, nigga, what happened? Ah, sorry, grandma. Yeah, I am Puerto Rican. But yeah, nene, it's like, yo. And it's not even fear based. It's more like I love my parents enough to not wild out, man. That's what it really was. It was like, yo, look, I always go reference um last names, right? Because some cultures still resonate with the last name. Like this is my family. Like I come from the blah blah blahs, right? That's because when you were younger, even when you wasn't around your parents, you didn't want to make the family name crappy, man. So even when you wasn't like you went to the pizzeria by yourself with the homies, you still acted alright because you knew, yo, the owner knows your moms and you whatever, man. Community was more community, man. That's a fact. They definitely on demon time. Ooh, you call hands, Dito. I'm sorry for that, Black. I'm just catching up, y'all. No, be that song. That Puerto Rican, but I guess not since you don't know. I don't. Made you look. Thank you. I guess I'm catching on. Is it Puerto Rican? The song, I see what you're saying, goes cuatro, que lo que cuatro, que cuatro. Okay. Hopefully that's a Bad Bunny song, man. I love that artist. But yeah, thank you, Major Look. I never been beat, to be honest. And Johanna, and another thing, we're not, we all know what we're saying, right? We don't have to do that. Some you need to, but you know, great parenting, you could time out and but these kids are just so wild, man. They don't really care for nothing. I never like we didn't care, but we knew that there was consequences though. Yo, if you did this, you went to jail. Yo, if you did that, if you shot somebody, it was bad, right? Like it's called 4K. Oh, okay, I got you, Major Look. That's what you were saying about the 4K. 4K. That's the name of the song. I got you. I got you. I will. I promise. So next time we link up, I'll tell you how the song went. 4K. I got you, pa. I got you. I'm gonna let you know. I appreciate you. What up, Antonio? My mother says I was always good. That's what I exactly. Wait. Just buy a stun gun and bam, you got their attention. Just kidding. Nah, nah, nah. My mother says I was always good. Yeah, man. If you was always good, you like, and that's the difference. Like there was this reward system, and it wasn't based around monetary financial, right? It was more like, hey, you did good, your pops, you might have went to Pizza Hut, or you went to the movies that weekend, or there was ways of parents showing that, and it wasn't an everyday thing because if you do it every day, there's no um you fuck up the reward system, man. Like then they don't have to, do anything. But my kids thought because they're half white, they shouldn't get whooping because they're white friends. I remind them of black. Yeah. You're not right, bro. Sorry, Green. Why do studs like to play NBA 2K instead of Tony? Shout out to you, man. Like Mike said, it doesn't matter if you're black or white. That's a fact, Frank. Do your thing. Can get cancer. I hope not, Antonio. Yeah, what's going on, Juan? Antonio, please. I hope you beat cancer, man. What's good? He chilling by. You know what I mean? Just talking, relating, bugging out. But yeah, man. Like that's so funny though. Like you just, there's like I say, there's a way of raising kids, man. And we're not saying OD with the love but just show shadows of it or gracefully, let your kid know you love them. And there's a right and a wrong. That's all. You know what I mean? That's all this life is just a right and a wrong. And obviously they made it look like the wrong was winning, but I think they're bringing it back. Like they're making sure, like, oh yeah, you wanna, we got you. You know what I'm saying? There's a jail for that. You know what I mean? You forgot, lock the keys, throw it away type stuff. I'm glad mine are grown. I couldn't fathom raising a kid today. And that's wild, right? That's wild to say. Cause even with the formula, the way the way it's rigged is like, yo, unless you homeschool your kids, I really feel like once you let them out that door, man, the schools, the peer pressure, the students, the just everything that's going on. Remember, there was always a few bad apples back in the day. Now there's a lot of bad apples. So everywhere your kid go, regardless, there's always somebody, looking at pornography in fourth grade or like, you know what I'm saying? Just wild shit. And people don't understand the absorption rate. Like when your kid absorbs these things, it really messes them up, man. The younger, the more messed up you could be, man. What's going on, Josh? Chilling, chilling. What up, Warren? What Nene do? What's goody, Nene? Bro, giving parenting advice. Yeah, Rick. I'm just doing, look, this is just like a little segue, you know what I'm saying? Because I was going to start talking about something else that Black brought up. Um, or was it Nene? Uh, mm, Damn. All right. That's a fact, man. And yo, I got an uncle, my let's just say and he buys sneakers for the kids. He does the right thing, you know what I'm saying? But, some people just, understand this game. Like sometimes like you could have a full hand in it and still the kid, and we seen it with, when the rich kids started like, wilding out and you know what I mean, like dying and shit. That's when they started like, oh, we got to look into this. You know what I'm saying? But my weekend was good, man. Had the little kids. You know what I'm saying? What's new, Zay? Yeah. All right. So let's go random. So this weekend, man, Saturday, we went to the park. We took the kids to the park, went to McDonald's. Little man fell, scraped his jaw, you know what I mean? Threw him in the bathtub, let him, swim his way. You know what I mean? Let the wounds heal a little bit. But yeah, man. Segway, man, is awesome. The resilience of little kids sometimes when you see them bust their ass. And as long as you don't bring that energy, right? No crying, no like, yo, it's all good, Poppy. Yo, you good? Does it hurt a little bit? I shake it off, and then he just went right back to playing. So I really feel like kids are the future, man, and a lot of generations knew that, man, and that's why, you know what I mean. I don't know, man. They know what they doing, man. But yeah, man, we had a great time, man, and then we saw a couple movies. Mario, the new Mario. Um, What was the other movie we saw that was pretty lit, man? Oh, Hail Mary, man. Segway. Let's talk about it. Ryan Gosling, man. So he did a movie called Hail Mary, which was, so long story short, they found out that every sun in the perimeter, in our perimeter or far, long story short, they did like a computer generated thing where a lot of suns are gonna implode. They're gonna die, right? Something about the energy, right? But there was this one sun that didn't. They were like, how come this one sun? It's by Venus. So they went to Venus, and they told the people it was going to be a one-way trip because there's only enough fuel to go there. And he was supposed to collect these stars, and he was supposed to collect this fluid or just collect like something in the atmosphere that let him know that the sun was like self-generating. It somehow got energy from a different source or something. But while going to Venus, whatever. It's a dope movie. He meets a creature. He named it Rocky, and they both worked on trying to figure out the solution to why suns, eventually die. And it's bugged out because a lot of folk, because of time, we just go, oh, it's okay. We'll let the next generation worry about it. But it's like, yo, we got to figure something out, man. Because I know the resources on Earth are going, and that star, the moon is moving. the sun is losing its, you know what I mean? So if a lot of folk don't understand, we've been around for billions of years already, man. I know some of us, live 80 years, 90. That's why I say it's a blink of the eye. That's why I don't understand why we paying rent and doing all this crazy shit when, you know, there's a universe going on like this. Like we're on a rock right now, man. It's bugged out, man. I know one. I was trying. Maybe y'all won't see it, Hail Mary, man, but it's a dope movie. It was dope. I didn't tell my moms I fought still with my one. Facts, Nene. That's what my parents said. Brush it off. That's a fact. That's a fact. Brush that shit off, man. But yeah, man, you know, and 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 there is a psychology of falling. Like, okay, so random. I'm about 9 years old, 10 years old, right? And I had a cat named Benny, right? And this is back, I don't know if you guys had this, but a lot of rooms back then had doors that had little mirrors on it, right? So to get into my parents' room, it was a double door with mirrors on it. So my cat scratched me, and my stupid ass went to go kick him. Whoop, it went through the glass, but it didn't do anything on the way going. When I tried to pull my leg back, there was a glass sticking up and it just ripped my whole shit, right? So um uh it ripped. So I'm like chilling and I walked away. I'm like, my mother's like, yo, Bob, we gotta go to the hospital. Sit down. I'm like, what happened, man? I look behind me, my tissue, there's like white stuff coming out of my leg and shit. It's like, yo. I'm like, what the fuck? So luckily my cousin came, he grabbed us. He was working at the Twin Towers at the time. We went to the hospital, and another thing is that we learned is they put a handkerchief on my leg, but I guess with the blood and everything, pulling the handkerchief, like the doctor had a cut, like because it welded. I don't know, man. Like like the skin was like creating over it, like whatever. So he rips this off. They inject me, you know what I'm saying, and sew it up. You know what I mean. But by then I already had, 70 something stitches here. You know what I mean. My lip, my nose broke. So I guess it was another one to add to to me. But damn, man, what I wanted to say about that was I didn't bug out until my mom or I saw blood. So I think there's like a psychology when you see blood, you go frantic more. Let me see, Nene. You can't help falling. It's not like you were throwing yourself down in a tantrum one. That's a fact though, right? All good. She raised proud self. Yup, yup, yup. I'd be in prison. Who knows? For yeah, one. Like, wow, like as fuck. Yeah, little ouch, Zay. Yeah, little kid stuff. Like not little kid stuff, but you remember climbing trees, y'all, right? We were like an extra wild bunch. But what up, Zay? Blessings. What's up? That's some primal stuff when you see the blood. Yeah, Johanna, it is. Thank you, Nene. I appreciate you. But yo, out Z. Yeah, word. It's bugged out when your brain clicks when you start seeing blood. It's like but like, so yeah, man. These kids do, shake it off a little quicker. I don't know what it is, you know what I mean? But and another thing, I tell people words, right? Names. So this whole what's the thing called? Autistic, right? So when I was younger, the most a kid had was asthma pump or um he was allergic a little bit, right? But a lot of the kids were just strong little kids. We got chicken pox, we spread it with each other, and that's what it was, right? And we grew up, drinking out of the holes and all type of shit, right? But like to say autistic, it could like just saying it, man. I feel like, and you know how kids are when you're younger, you could like pretend you are, right? And if you keep doing something over and over, it becomes you. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We just used to put kids in special ed, right? It was either you were smart, um, and you or medium smart or special ed, right? And you either passed class or you got left back. There was no like, you know what I mean, in betweens, man. What up, Stevie? The plague. That's a fact, man. But yeah, man, it was just, I don't know, it was just the way we grew up, man. And I don't know, there was not that much autism when we grew up. So I don't know if it's in the food. I don't know if it's, young women smoking when they or drink. I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. But a lot of kids are autistic, man, and it's wild because I had to take my kid to like speech. You know what I'm saying? And it was like it hurt me, but it was a beautiful thing because it helped. So shout out to that, man. Yeah. And then I remember like two kids had that thing, the asthma pump, because they couldn't, I don't know, whatever. But everybody was Gucci, man. Now, when I took the kid or whatever you hear, and you're like, oh wait, what? Allergies, like you see the menu, right? Like you got to tell the lunch lady that no peanuts or something because this kid is like the lunch lady got a hard job now. She got to make vegan meals and this, that. It's like, yo, these parents are wild, man. We used to get like a slice of pizza, an apple, and some chocolate milk, Nick. And that was the joint, man. Damn, Dom, sorry to hear that. And that's the thing, man. Like that whole spectrum and look, we did hear about autism, and it was always the kid that like that we said he was autistic, but played the piano beautifully, right? It was like a weird thing. Like what's that movie with the blind guy that whatever, man. My lunch at school didn't care what they give you. That's a fact too, one. And if you were privileged enough, like I went to Catholic high school, so you had to buy your own lunch, but they had a better menu. You know what I'm saying? So they had sometimes cheeseburgers. I used to love the chicken tenders, and then you get the French fries, and then you get the mayo with the French fry, and then you mix it pink sauce. You know what I mean? 3.99, and you out of here, man. But there was not that many stomach issues. A lot of us were just good. I don't know, we were built different, man. Fall out of the chair, get hit by a car, roll over and wave at the driver and run to the park. Like what the hell was we on, man? Mustard and pepper, yes. Yes, herbs. I seen a lot of people do different joints. Yeah. Yes, Nene. That's what I want to say too. That they in my day, autism was like the spectrum was that they were fucking intelligent as hell, man. Like, remember they used to say like weird things like if you left-handed, you're smart. Like, I don't know, they used to play little games like that with people. And I believe it, man. A lot of left-handed girls, were smarter in the class. No child left behind, man. We had to make accommodations for every student. Impress. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, man, you get to the point where they just started letting everybody. Remember, we used to have to take a Regents exam and like an exam to go to next grade, right? And during the year, you had to uphold a certain letter. During that course of the semester or a year, right? So they didn't play with us, man. Regrets was crazy. Or Regents. They told Albert Einstein parents that he was on the spectrum and wouldn't amount to anything. Go figure. Thank you, Herbs. I appreciate that one, pa. No, I already got that cool breeze. Remember Regions, man? Yo, I think Nene remembers a lot of schools used to have this thing called Regions, which was like an extra, like to see where your kid was, right? But damn, that Regions used to math, English, paragraphs, all type of, and they gave it to us like this, man. And we consumed it, we read, and we, passed our courses. And like I said, I don't know what it was, but our reward system wasn't a Lamborghini Urus. It was just like, good job, keep up the good work. You're gonna go to a good college and prosper as a citizen, right? But now look, I'm a flip the pie too, man. Now, I see a lot of folk that got doctorates and masters, and it's still hard to find work. So I understand the way the world is now is not the same. It really isn't, man. They they done messed it up really bad, man. And I feel like the older the boomers get, the worse it's gonna get, right? It's funny, right? Because when they were in their 40s, they made sure, damn sure they wasn't gonna do none of this nonsense that's going on. When they was in their 30s and 40s and 50s, man, the boomers made sure that the world was still flowing and cheapy. But now that they about to be out of here, man, they just I don't know what happened, man. They just let go of the horse thing and just let. Let the chariot crash into a tree or I don't know, man. Service cheese that don't melt. Word up. Yeah. Y'all seen that joint? They got cheese that don't melt, ice cream that don't melt. Some guy just came out on World Star. World Star. My little news source is the same as giving every kid a reward, even though it wasn't earned. Yup. Everybody can't be on the same level. There has to be a winner. And that's the thing, man. They really had it where even in the gaming course, everybody got first place. No, not everybody got first place. My man couldn't run and he got fifth place. So give him that little ribbon and I guess the trophy. You heard? Do a freestyle. What up? What up? We had to take mad regions. You heard? I'm back. I'm back. What's going on, Black T? All right, so here a little freestyle. All right. Um uh uh Back in the days we never got geeked. There was always a proper way to speak. And nowadays everybody wanna act street, but you can't if you don't got hands and feet. And everybody carrying a pistol till you get your rock. I don't know, man. But shout out to everybody, man. They trying to make this a third world country early, and you got that right. And I bet money, check this out. I bet money when this thing implodes, they already got submarines, boats, they already got a little island that is just for them, man. You know, I forgot that I keep forgetting that there's a Mar-a-Lago. There's this land that they all go to that like is for the rich. It's like by the East Coast. Maybe Nene knows, but it was like something like Mar-a-Lago or like it was just this little rich area. It wasn't the we know the Hamptons, right? But it was something else like an island that they, you know what I mean? But Future or Young Thug, I'm gonna go Future, man. I'm gonna go Future. Even though I like Young Thug to death, man, but Young Thug be, his hair now, he looking like Takashi 6'3", whatever, man. Shout out to Future, man. Well, Bronny wins sixth man of the year. Bronny gonna win 18th man of the year, 2029. Nah, let me stop. Yeah, but you know what's wild? The way LeBron runs things. Yeah, Bronny will get MVP. You heard? Word and they facts. Hold on. That's exactly what I said, Warren. Yup. That's a fact. That's a fact. One reason why I moved rurally, what if shit pops off? I want to be prepared. Yo, so yesterday we went on marketplace, me and the wife, and we found somebody that was doing bundles, right? And they do it because they're on the coupon basis. We just bought into it because for $40 we got like a big thing of toilet paper. We got toothpaste. We got paper towels. We got soap for the ladies, soap for the guy, toothpaste. It was a bundle of a bunch of stuff. Bronny 6 championships early. You heard? Yo, Bronny, yo. They gonna give Bronny a 4 finger ring. You heard the first one championship equal four. He gonna be like, yeah, daddy was popping. My son game is crazy, man. Shout out to the balls, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Bulls, man. Now you look into it and you're like, damn, man. And it's nothing against Bronny, but all we're trying to say is like, yo, you was good in college, but like this is NBA, man. I don't know if it's his height or the way I don't know. We don't know, man. But he looks horrible out there a lot of times, man. But I do wish him the best. Let's just be honest. The positive side of me is I hope he gets his game together and proves everybody wrong. You know what I mean? On some Rocky stuff. OMG. Yo, Nene, that is the smartest thing somebody said on this right here. That's a fact, Black T. That's a fact. And people are like, how can he? Yo, yo, the way he's trying to make it a law where the president could be until somebody outvotes him or something. So and I told people when the war happened, there was a lot of laws that got passed that unless we were on CNN or you know what I mean, a lot of little greasy things was happening. Yo, I appreciate everybody for the thumbs up. Good looking, everybody. Nene, Black T, Juan, you heard? Bad tripping, cool breeze, fan bow, herbs, Empress, Dom, Stevie, Desk, Johanna. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate everybody, man. Air Ball MVP. You heard? 6 time. But yo, segue. Yo, uh, if you don't know, a bunker is one of look. They were doing this weird game with the zombies, like making people feel like they had to do bunkers and stuff. But I honestly think that it was just like so we didn't bug out why they were building crazy. Because let me tell you, the rich folk, yes, they already started and they finished on amazing, elaborate bunkers. Look up YouTube, the richest bunkers, and you're gonna see. First of all, they got floors. They have solar panels hidden where people can't destroy them or whatever, so the power is going to be good. They got water source. They got floors, like I said. One floor is like an arcade room, the next is a movie theater room. They got a pool. So they made some of these bunkers not like bunkers back in the days, right? They got these shits look like mansions in the ground. And that's why when they said Iran has an underground city, that's when I knew that other places weren't playing but us, meaning we should have been building infrastructures or like underground, because God forbid something gets dropped. It's not the bomb. Like you could be away from it, but the radiation that comes after the bomb is what's going to kill us. You understand? But yeah, bunkers are the way to go, man. Did you see the 6 scientists that are missing or killed that worked on the NASA? Yes, yes, yes. Some of them were exposing stuff. Yes. And they all went out of order at the same, crazy. And we're not talking one, two, we're talking 6 scientists out of here, man. Because they were talking and doing the right thing to do. But a lot of folk ain't trying to have that. And I already keep telling people the way the COVID is mutating all the time, the way that they are ready for, I don't know if it's going to be a red flag, they drop a bomb on us, but something is going to happen, man. And it could be the fault, it could be earthquake, it could be Yellowstone, it could be whatever they want it to be, man. Lord save you, man. There's only one God, man. Say crazy. That's a factory, man. Yo, Juan, you ain't lying, bro. That um, off the grid, the CB, that radio shit, radios in general. Remember we used to have radios? Shout out to radios, man. Because I remember when shit used to hit the fan, when we had blackouts, boom, you could still put batteries in your radio and go on 8 a.m. and still get some type of source of news, right? Black, you are right. Move around. I like it. I live in Mexico City, but got family in Houston and South Texas. But I enjoy traveling around and get to see the world. That's a fact. Wait, what did Black say? Oh, okay. I mean, okay, okay, okay. I see what you're saying. He was just segueing off of like if Trump stays in office. But yeah, man, you gotta move. You gotta find a place on this earth. That's another trick bag they tricked us into. Yeah, everywhere else but America is. Yeah, they kind of right. The way the power infrastructure is maybe, or the way the water source. It might be they don't got hot water like we do. You know what I'm saying? You might have to heat it up. But on the just that little spectrum of just changing the way you maybe have to poop and shower. Other than that, you're eating healthier, you're paying cheaper, and you're just living, man. In America, they don't want you to live, man. Like I feel bad when I hear people like, yo, I just did a 50, 60 hour week, man. It's like, damn, what time you had to, and then, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Let's just say you go home and want to play NBA real quick. The wife is mad because, you got limited time. The kids are mad, but you just like, I'm just trying to wind down, man. But it's like, they don't want you to wind down. They want you to snap, man. Oh, I got you. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hold on. Black, you were right. Move around. Yeah, okay, okay. That's what you were saying. Off of the I got you. I got you. I'm catching up, everybody. There you go. It's time to move around and see the world. America is there you go. There we go, Black. Appreciate you, compai. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody you heard. I think the people are going to revolt since everything is coming to the surface about the government. Everybody's sick of the BS and nothing happening with this Epstein crap. That's a fact. And my thing is, please, man, hurry up, man. Cause yo, America, yo, to the rich folk that got paper, yo, y'all letting motherfuckers sleep in their cars with families, man. I'm not even that cold hearted, B. You got empty mansions and cribs, but then you got people that can't. Yo, you gotta rent stabilize this shit or something. You just gotta go. That's it. If it's this square footage, you can't go past this amount. Yo, people are living in hotels, man. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know why. And then with the files, the Epstein files, it's like, yo, there's a lot of names on that joint that are very powerful people, man. Very powerful. Remember what Epstein did? He did the okey doke. He put cameras everywhere. He let people smash all type of creatures, all type of young folk. And then he's like, yo, here's this envelope. What's this? Oh, you got me. You got you you got me, man. You got me, right? Okay, okay. Okay, you got me. How much 30 million a week? Okay, okay. Let's keep that closed, man. The Dilla case, yo, Diddy was like what Diddy did was like 2% of what that monstrosity was going on over there, man. Diddy was just somebody that got paper, that got, you know what I'm saying, the average ding a ling a ling. That's why you swing. And, he just, I don't know, he just liked the clucking. He liked to see his wife get, trampled upon. You heard? Not me. That's Diddy, though. That's what you like, compay. You heard? It always be them rich folk that like them weird things. You heard? He in the closet, right? Watching King Kong. Get out of here, nigga. I'll tackle you. What you doing? But it was all that ecstasy, man. Everybody was loving each other. Niggas was like that. Oh, like damn, nigga. TV itself is a distraction. That's a fact, Frank. Big distractions. It's a lot of government officials in them files. Yes, Nene. Co-host, yes. I feel like this is the third world country now. Word up. It is, Juan. Yo, Juan. Yo, the distraction is so amazing, man. Yo, you got buildings that are crumbling and people are paying 2,500. The boiler exploded. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Yo, when you live in New York City, man, this is your radio song. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. That's that's how you wake up. No rooster. That- That's how niggas is waking up in New York. And they said the decimal is above what a human's supposed to be intaking, meaning it's so loud in New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm deaf right now, man. That's why sometimes I think I talk loud. People be thinking I'm loud. I'm just deaf for more than nonsense, man. Yup. Diddy and Maduro, them niggas is chilling. Imagine they do something when they come out. Maduro got his own fucking vodka. Yes, yes, black. Yes, they throw it in our face and laugh at us. Yep, yep. Look what we doing, y'all. I just hope things can get back to normal soon, Johanna. We pray, man. Justice, peace and love. What's up, ISO? Diddy and Maduro have in common. Yup, oil. That's a fact. We all want that, Johanna, but it never happened. Damn, it's a shame that name. But you, no, 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 no. Yo, segue, man. Yo. She said it so it'll never happen, man. You know when you, yo, don't think she don't got that hope, that faith, but it's just reality, right? Remember when grandpas or somebody always used to be like, yo, stay in reality, man. It's never gonna happen, man. The picket fence and some like, you know what I mean? Not for everybody, you gotta work hard for that. And then nowadays you could have. But now it don't matter if you work in 17 jobs, man. They don't want you to get the foot race going. And I don't know what it is. I feel like they purposely put certain streamers that don't have a message. They give them money to keep the distraction going, and then you know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, with all those billions or millions of people, you should be promoting some stuff right now, man, or at least awakening people. Like, yo, I know I'm doing some cool shit on this end, but let's talk about this right here. You know what I mean? But whatever, Brooklyn all day. That's a fact, man. But it's a damn shame, man. The only way things will go back to normal is leaving this country. USA is a big ass TV show, people putting on for each other. That's a fact. That's a factory, man. Clout, motherfucker. Yo, I could be streaming. If I was in the street in New York, I could be streaming. You got 20 niggas behind me like this. Yo, suck my dick, nigga. Yeah, son, you like, damn, nigga. Let me do me, man. Nobody wants you to win no more, man. Nobody's cheering. You know what I mean? Nobody is happy that you gained a foot in this damn earth. You know what I mean? And it's funny because we know how damn hard it is. We supposed to be cheering on everybody, man. Even if they give you a little piece of the plant pie, man. That's a fact. ISO, something going to pop because everybody going crazy these days. Too many folks homeless, high bills and taxes, shitty, unhealthy, fake food, and they spraying the skies to keep us miserable as fuck. Yup. Facts, Johanna. Hold on, hold on. Brooklyn all day. Word. It's a shame, that Yup, that's a fact. And exactly like Night Night said, man, they keeping you miserable. Misery loves. We all know the ending of that one. Misery loves company. They love to give you that two-seater seat with a stranger you don't know, but you share one thing in common, and that's misery. You love to see people go through shit. That's not how we used to be, man. Communities used to try to uplift somebody. If somebody was homeless and they could try to help that person, they would have tried, man. But now even the homeless are telling you, yo, I got a sign that say I just need crystal meth. I don't need food. I don't need I don't need housing. I just need my drug. It's like, damn, man. Yo, some people just really want to escape this earth so badly. They just want to stay high every day, man. Government got us all fucking drugged up. Everything. Remember, I told y'all in my day, the pharmacy line. In fact, they used to have a separate building. It used to be a pharmacy for old folk. And that's because at that stage, that's when you needed the medicine, right? To keep you going. Now you go to Walgreens, they got a pharmacy line in there, Rite Aid, whatever, Dwayne Reed. And motherfucking, you got a young crowd in there, man, waiting on her Adderall, waiting on his Xanax, waiting on his Percocets. Nigga, 28 years old, acting like he 52, man. So much hate, so much racism. Me and Black always got to explain it when I'm wearing the shiesty. What? That shiesty is a race now? No, man. We shouldn't. We so hard to just say something about everybody. You're not supposed to have a word or a say to everything. That's why, like, I do the way I do my shit, man. Because yo, I wear this sweater tomorrow, man. It's not about what I'm wearing, it's about what I'm saying, man. Yo, $1. One, niggas was happy. Niggas was in niggas was in the crew. Everybody chipped down to get a dub, rolled two L's. Somebody had to cough up to get the Dutch money, and niggas was happy. And then you had somebody out the group that took you out to all eat, and then like niggas was happy, man. You have friends. Remember friends that used to, yo, you call them, they used to come pick you up at 2 in the morning outside like friends, man. I used to have guy friends that picked up girls that didn't even try to do anything to them, made sure the girl got home and then drove off, man. Oh man, we everything is so sexualized, everything is so hate, everything is so I gotta say something about you, man. It's just distracting, man. I've never seen so much hate. Yup, sounds rough. There. Sorry you guys are dealing with that. I don't blame anyone. I don't like seeing that in any land. Thank you, Johanna. It's rough, Johanna, in the USA. I wish it could be like the 80s and 90s. Nene, I wish. If I could make a time machine, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna run up to all of us and be like, yo, it's gonna get nasty. So let's party. Like it's 19. Yo, Prince said it right, right? Yo, shout out to Prince, man. Let's party like it's 1999. Woo! Ha ha! Can't pay toll for $1. Yo, one. Now your boss is asking, how come you didn't come to work? Nigga, I gotta pay toll, I gotta gasoline, and this. Oh, how come you don't take the train? Because now they raised the train. The train is fucking, yo, everywhere you go, man. And think about the train, man. The train is running off electricity, free 99, man. It produces its own energy, man. They still got the balls to charge anything. Train should be free 99, man. That's right. There is dumb as fuck. I didn't know Shiesty automatically meant gangster. That's a fact. But I guess that's the new breed of motherfuckers these days. True, Frank. Yup. Let me see. Let me see. I'm catching up. I'm catching up, y'all. Okay, okay, okay. True, Frank. Very true. That's a fact. New Zealand sucks now. Yup. New Zealand, Australia, everywhere they opened up the gates to like everybody come through, man. This ain't a fucking tourist attraction. People only came to your place because of vacationing, not because they trying to move in. You can't have other folk move in because they bring their own energy, man. And some like a lot of times American energy is just like this pompous. I'm a baller everywhere we go. Nah, nigga, be humble. Relax, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Relax. You in Thailand, relax, man. That's a fact, man. Living in the past is painful, man. But it's also a memory we have, right? A lot of folk get mad that we have this remembrance of a time that was beautiful, man. There was a time that on this planet it was amazing. You could go, you could dream, you could have imagination, you could have friends come over for your birthday party. There was only one phone, and if you used it, the internet was off. It's crazy, man. But we don't live in nostalgia. We just want to let people know, yo, there really was a time. That's why we want to go back to it, because there was a time that we were nice to each other. There was a time where we held hands in unity, man. These old folk really needed they disillusioned with what time is now. You see how a lot of us are stuck in the 80s, 90s? They're stuck in the 40s, 50s when it was even cheaper. Niggas is like a nickel went a long mile, man. Niggas is giving their landlord $2 to pay rent, B. Yo, imagine handing your landlord $10 and like he's like, yo, thank you, man. Yo, you made rent, B. Appreciate you. Now you gotta hand your landlord 100, 100, 100, 100, 2,000, 100, 100, 2,500, 100, 127.50. Wait, February only has 28 days? They should give us February free, man. You didn't have to worry about children's party being shot up, Nene. That's a fact. I feel sorry and scared for my 20-year-old daughter. That's a fact, right, ISO? And that's just love, right? Just afraid of what time has for these kids, man. I was talking to my pops yesterday and he said something that f- me up. I was telling him I think Trump is going to start a new civil war, man. Yup. And and they only got 10, 20 years left, man. They don't give a fuck. Yo, like I said, notice how the system is becoming shakier. The shakier they get closer to the right? Once again, when they were 40, 50, even 60, they did not let this happen, man. They made sure laws was in place. They made sure the president who they puppeteered did stuff like Bill Clinton did. He helped the poverty. He helped the deficit. He helped inflation. He helped a lot of stuff. But that was purposeful for them, not us. But because it trickled down to us, it made life a lot easier if you were just working, man. That's all you had to do in the 80s and 90s was just work. Like somebody said in a video, there's a guy who was a pizza delivery guy. He had a house with two kids. Pizza delivery. Yeah, right. That'll happen now. 200 in rent I pay. Yup. 90s early. That would have been crazy, B. 4-room, living room, all that. Yeah, one. Back in the days, $800 got you somewhere in a nice neighborhood, B. That was sacrifice when your parents made 1,000 and they sacrificed 800 of it to make sure you was in a good neighborhood. Nowadays, you can't do that no more, man. And then they made everything feel fraudulent, so even the good people are paying for the shitty ones now. You damn if you do, damn if you don't. And just like Nene said, we at the brink of crashing out, man. All of us, man. And just like Black said, civil war's around that corner, man. People like, what's civil war? Civil war is us against each other, man. The checks are the same since the 90s and 2000s, man. People don't understand the scam and the numbers and everything. Remember I told you numbers, how important they are? People don't understand that. They wondering why when we was 725 minimum wage, man. 725, man. We was surviving. Motherfuckers got $20 now and they can't even survive, man. $30, $40. What happened? And it's not like we changed it. Because like you could go, yo, it's the landlord. It's not really the landlord because they keep pressuring him, raising his land tax and his taxes. So he has to, it's just a cycle, man. They pinned us in, man. And civil wars around the corner, man. Let me see. Yeah, that would have been crazy, man. He said, think about if Obama was assassinated, how crazy would that have been, man? Exactly. Yo, the pay rate does not even add up, man. It's so significantly far from what the fuck, like, you cannot be charging an arm and a leg when you're not paying any of that. Let me tell you, a lot of these owners, a lot of these corporations actually gave a damn back in the days for the worker. The worker got a pension. The worker had some type of union, maybe. The worker was, he felt like he was, part of a family, man. The words they use now, man. Nope. He's just part of a system that they able to fire you in any given moment. Back in the days, you could only lose your job if you was running late a lot. That's really, a boss hated that. He just wanted you on time, man. And now we gave them time. This is what they give us is wow, man. Companies gave benefits. We understand that, everybody? That a company literally had to uphold your health insurance, your whatever happened to you. He gave you better wages, better even yo, I know folk that can't even afford to take vacation or sick days, man. Because now some of these companies don't pay on that day, man. The similarities are crazy. That's a factory, man. Yo, Black, that would have been wild if that occurred. And don't think The Purge and these movies weren't around for no reason, man. Remember, they allow things to absorb in your brainium and then pop off with the movement. You understand? So, subconsciously, a person might not even understand. That's why it feels like, what's that word they say? Like, when the government brainwashes you, and then one day you see a commercial that's like a certain song, and now you want to, kill some, like, it's just like that. The man something effect. I don't know, man. But yeah, man, what's going on, Jack? Some of them are telling you the truth factory. Thank you, Nene. What's going on, Jack? You used to be able to save. That word in itself. Yo, people don't understand. There used to be a joint where you could literally, it was like a children's bank, man. You gave your kid change, man. 50 cent. You used to remember they used to make you put your pennies in like a penny roll, and then you go to the bank with 5 penny rolls and a couple of nickels and dimes. And this is just change from, like, people giving you, like, but it saved. It went up in value, man. Banks don't do that no more. You could put 500 in the bank and the shit is 460 the next day, man. Yup. Every movie that they pumping on us now is true, man. Good looking, Black. But yeah, man, it's just, it's like, you know, the movies are so important in American culture because they they love dropping breadcrumbs in front of us. They love, like Black said, waving a flag in front of your face, like, aha, you know what I mean? You ain't going to decode this. And it's like, yes, we have, man. We understand exactly what's going on and how terrible of a human being you guys truly are, man. These are the same guys when we seen Ninja Turtle cartoons that they used to have ooze going into a lake killing all the creatures and making them, and we thinking, oh shit, it's just a nah, man, those corporations were doing that, man. That's why they had to outsource a lot of our shit overseas, because a lot of these factories were doing nastiness to the world and they didn't want to get harmed. You know, boomers were like, nope, I ain't gonna die of cancer, man. Watch the waters. Look, yes, the waters, fishes, the amount of dead fish. Like people don't understand, man. The water changing from hot to cold affects a lot of species of fish, man. You know, a lot of that's why a lot of like the deeper you go, those species are good because they don't need a lot of sunlight to do their thing, and the water down there stays at a coolant temperature. But a lot of places, a lot of things change in the environment, and boom, you got millions of birds flying dead in the sky. A bunch of you know how many like fucking ecosystems we killing, man? How many creatures are just dying, man? Yo, remember those videos we used to see like 5, 10 years ago of just beaches washing up ashore, just thousands of fucking. That was the beginning of whatever they were sprinkling in the water or the air, man. Birds were just falling, dying. That's all the electricity going on with the data centers and all this stuff. You know, birds go according to like sonar and certain frequencies, to know when to go south and north and all they little bird stuff. But with all the stuff going on, your Wi-Fi, this, that, birds are slamming into fucking windows, man. I say nene. Isn't nene? Look at them dolphins taking that man. Yeah, man. They found 44 dead in that nigga's nest, B. That was a real life sea creature killing humans, man. That dude was a serial dolphin killer. That was the same dolphin from Ace Ventura, you heard? He wanted the yo, by the way, I made a joke about myself. I turned into Ace Ventura overnight, man. Look at it. Got the birds, uh the dogs and animals. You know what I mean? I love animals, man. Talk about it. Yeah, love everybody too, man. But yo, I'm about to hit that 90 minute. You know how that goes. That's about hour and a half. I'm gonna post some videos. I appreciate everybody with the thumbs up. Have a great day, Nene. Take care, Juan. Black, what up? Jack, what up? Cool Breeze, what up? I appreciate everybody, man. RK, yo, you have a great day. ISO, have a great one. Hannah, I'm gonna keep going, man. Let's Leonardo, man. I said Arcade One, Black T, man. ISO, One, Tat. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, 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 man. Everybody have a great day. Enjoy your life, man. Happy 2026. It's a great Monday. You know what I mean? Everybody that's working, I hope time flies. You know what I mean? Thank you for the love. Thanks for the support. Thanks for everything. Today was a great one. See y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace, peace. Later, y'all. Byes. Have a great day, man. Holla. Later one. Be good, everybody. Black. Yo, salute everybody. Have a great day, man. Stay positive, stay blessed. And like I always say, keep your antennas up, man. They fucking throwing shit right in our face, man. Love you too, Jack. Yo, have a great one, man. Yo, take care, Black. Peace, Nene. Later, everybody. Wife, love you, everybody. Juju, everybody. Have a great day, man. Thank you for rocking with the kid. Appreciate y'all. One. Peace.